little bunny. I hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that is okay too. Because sometimes it's got to be bad for it to be good. It's got to be bad for it to be good. I have to keep working on my diction, little bunny. I'm working hard on speaking more clearly, and I need to turn myself up so I can hear myself. Okay. Wow. I can hear myself so much that I whisper now. Okay, but this isn't a totally ASMR podcast. This is just me hanging out with my little bunny. Very, very casual. So, what do I got here? I got tea today. No guessing beverage game. I got some tea. It's the same tea that I've been having lately, which is this kind of raspberry thing. Maybe I won't say the brand because maybe, oh, you know what, little bunny? I should make a Lindy brand tea. I've been thinking about how I want to diversify as we grow. And I think there's a good chance. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything too early, but I think there's a good chance we might someday launch some home goods type stuff. Like a full-blown small, full-blown small business. Sell them online, almost like an Etsy, but maybe like a very organized Etsy. But what do we do, little bunny? Help me plan. There's a chance for you to be a part of this if you ever want to. It'll be more than an Etsy thing. It'll be like its own company, which you might be able to buy through Etsy, but you'll be able to buy a whole bunch of places. But we would have, you know what I should go get? Oh, I have such a good treat for you. This is exciting. Let me get through what I'm saying, and then I'll get the treat because it's relevant. So we'll have Lindy flavored tea. Yeah, and maybe we can have teas designed by the bunnies. And maybe if we have like a factory location or something, we can have a once a year party where we all get together and we vote on the next tea blend or something. 1 second. Yeah. And then it'll be kind of a seasonal thing. So every year there's going to be a new tea. And then what else? So there's also going to be, I think I want to do candles. So scented candles. And we can design different garden flavors, scents, fragrances. That's the marketing term. And speaking of fragrances, so I played a little game with the bunnies on Discord, which is part of Patreon. Patreon's 18 plus only, please. Gotta stop saying too. That's what I'm working on as well. So we played this game where when I was out of town, I went to the mall. And before, I think I told you this in a previous podcast, so this is redundant, but that's okay. I asked ahead of time, what different scent? Like, what is the absolute Lindy scent? What makes you think of your daddy when you think of a smell? And so they all pitched in suggestions, and I read them all. I read them twice, read them 3 times, and found the commonalities and the things that seems right to me. And then I went all over this mall, and I tried so many fragrances. Just my nose basically gave out at the very end. But towards the very, very end, I finally found one that I liked. And I will say it's only about 80% me. But 80% was a step up from 40%, which was the next best one. They all smelled like you're trying to be cool. Like you want to try really hard to be placed in a seducer category. But I want a cologne where when you hug me, you just feel safe. Yeah. By the way, I give very good hugs, in case you hadn't guessed, which of course you had guessed. So I picked the cologne that makes me think, when my little bunny gives me a hug, do they feel safe and warm in my arms? And that is what I got 80% of the way to. So in this potential future diversification of the Lindy Empire, I will have my own 100% Lindy Daddy Lindy fragrance. So look forward to that. What else? Oh, so that's what I was going to do. I bought some online. I bought just like a little travel size thing. Actually, it's smaller. It's just the sampler size thing. But the important thing is that I found the scent. And this is the first time I've ever used cologne. I say this is the first time because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over to the closet and I'm going to bring the cologne. And I will spray it on myself, or however you apply cologne, for the very, very first time in my life that I've ever worn cologne. And it's going to be with you, little bunny. Okay? Be right back. I'm not pausing the podcast. And you better listen through all the way. Listen to the silence, little bunny. Okay. Too much of that energy. Okay, 1 second. And no, I will not tell you what the brand and fragrance of the cologne is. Okay. I got it. It's this tiny bottle. It's smaller than a lipstick bottle, actually. Okay. How do I even do this, little bunny? Okay, first it's kind of dark. Oh my God. Hold on 1 second. The music is playing. I wonder if you can hear that. Okay. Man, that was startling. Oh, am I going to run out of space? Oh, please don't let me run out of space. 1 second, little bunny. Okay, I'm back. Oh, technology being technology. Okay, so which way is straight? Okay, I found the spurt thing, so I'm not going to spray it in my... What if I sprayed it on the computer? What if I sprayed it on you, little bunny? You would like that, wouldn't you? Okay. How far away am I supposed to spray it? Or do I spray it close and like spread it around? Do I put it on my neck? Do I put it on my clothes or my skin? I feel like I'm supposed to put it on my skin because apparently it's supposed to like interact with your oils in a certain way. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous. How much is the right amount? So I think I'm going to do one spray, and I don't know how far away to do it. I guess I'll do it kind of if you stretch out your thumb and your pinky finger so they're as far away from each other as you can be, kind of like a sign. Sign. Okay. I think I'm going to spray that distance. Okay, here we go. I have no idea if it happened. I didn't hear a spray sound. I don't smell anything. Okay, I'm going to try again. Okay, that's clearly not working. I feel like there might be like 2 squirts of cologne on my pants now. My pants smell very good, I bet. Okay. I'm going to put it on my wrist. How about that? That way I can enjoy it. Okay, 1 second. I think I might have gotten ripped off. It's not sending me anything. Or I have a crap ton of cologne on my wrist right now. I don't have the lights on right now, by the way. Okay, it's possible I have just sprayed a freaking crap ton of cologne everywhere. I'm going to put this thing away before it causes more problems. I'll put it to the side now. Oh man, I'm starting to smell. Oh yeah. Oh, it's all over the place. Okay. I guess I smell good. I don't know. I still don't. I'm very confused about this cologne. This is why I don't do cologne, little bunny. It's very advanced technology. And okay. I have no fun jokes. How about I pour some of this tea? Let's do some tea. You want to hear the tea? If you can't smell the cologne, at least you can hear the tea. So imagine if I were wearing the 100% Daddy Lindy scent cologne. And you can spray it on your hoodies or on your boyfriend or girlfriend or any descriptor you like to use for the partners in your life. Okay, here's some tea. Imagine this is the the bunny tea, because you all are going to pick the herbal flavor. It doesn't have to be herbal, but the tea flavor of the year. So what is this? I won't say the year so that this is an evergreen podcast, but imagine the year. It's next year's tea, whatever year you're in right now. This is next year's tea. Ready? I gave you a little clink at the end there. That was not intentional, but I wonder if that sounds good. When I listen back tomorrow, I'm going to see if that little clink sounded good. And if it is a clink that sounds good, that's going to be the new tradition. That is where the clink tradition started, little bunny. Everything builds on itself. It's one of the great joys in life is you take things that you learn, that happen to you, that you discover. You take it with you as you build on it, and you build on it, and you build on it. And you create things that nobody else could create, even if they wanted to try, because you have your own route that you took. And you might be jealous. Oh, man, I can really smell this cologne now. Jeez. Oh, okay. Oh, little bunny. What have I gotten myself into? Something along the lines of it's so easy to see something that other people can do. Like, it doesn't even have to be creative. It could be, I don't know, pick anything, whatever pops to your mind. When you say, oh my God, this other person can do this thing. I wish I could do this thing. And maybe it's an activity that you do, but they're really good at it, or they're able to pull off something very specific that you really wish you could. Maybe you're intimidated. Intimidated. That's a hard word. Maybe you're intimidated because they know how to do something that you don't know how to do, and you're just like, how does someone even do that? It seems like there's so many steps and so many things. I had that just earlier, watching a TikTok of this guy who did like this crazy remix, a lot of it's like an EDM song, like electronic dance music. And I don't know how to do that stuff, little bunny, but I would like to be able to. And so it was intimidating. I was like, oh, this guy knows how to do this thing that I can't do, and he's pulling it off exceptionally well. But he also can't do things that I can do. And you know what? I can learn those things. Okay. Speaking of being able to do things, that is the theme of the top. Oh my God, am I still recording? No. Hold on 1 second, little bunny. Okay, we're good. I just had to clear up some space. Sometimes the technology conspires against us, little bunny, to keep me from you. But don't worry, not actually. There is nothing keeping me from you. There are no mysterious forces that will take me away from you, and that will keep you away from me. I don't know. Anyway, all is good. the world is not as scary as our brains like to tell us, or as other people like to tell us. Keep in mind when you consume news that the business model is to outrage you, because that is more profitable. And the same thing with social media is that negativity goes viral much more easily. So, it's okay, little bunny. The world is not going to hell. There are problems we need to solve, yes, but we're going to solve them. And many of the problems that we have faced, we already have solved. Things are getting better on the whole, a lot better. This is the best time to ever have been alive. And next year, I would guess, will beat that record. And if not next specific year, then next decade, let's say. Okay. Now, while we think of solving problems and the next decade, here is what we are going to do today. It's another activity podcast. Last week we did Chat GPT. And that's a very, very good, that's probably my favorite episode so far. That's the beginning of us turning our life around. Oh my God, I hear more sounds. Speaking of, oh my God. Oh, I have my hypnosis-y sound from a locked audio that I did very recently. That was a good one. If you're on the Patreon, you know which one I'm talking about. A very trance-like audio, shall we say. That is all I will say on the podcast. So, yeah. So last week, Chat GPT, we're getting your life together in terms of, so I'm helping you. Well, I don't even know. I'm doing whatever. I'm just talking to a microphone. An effect that you might be feeling is you might be feeling more ambitious than before you found me. You might be feeling inspired to achieve your dreams more now that you've found me. And all of these things, this is just the effect I have on people. I don't know. I have this effect where I bring a lot of joy to pretty much everyone I come in contact with. And whenever I don't bring joy, it's accidental, and I do feel bad about it. I really, 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 I hold no grudges against anybody, pretty much. At least anyone that I know personally. Yeah. Okay. So I talked in the Chat GPT episode about, I asked Chat GPT, because I've been trying to figure out how to get your career started. I was thinking of, I had picked out a coding boot camp to plug on the podcast. Not really plug. I wasn't going to get any kind of sponsorship from it or anything, but I'm just trying to think, like, how can I help you move on up in your career? And learning how to code is kind of always a good thing, but then I had to come to terms. It's like, not everybody wants to learn how to code. So I asked ChatGPT, we did a little experimentation on how to get a career. Anyway, they sent us to this test called the I Am Buying Time. It's called the Holland Code Career Quiz. I think that's the unofficial name. The Holland, okay, here's the more scientific one. Okay, by the way, you're going to go to, you're just going to Google it because this URL is bad. So Truity, let me make sure that this is going to work. Truity Holland. Let's just try Truity Holland. Okay. Yes. Okay, so if you want to do this with me, which I think would be fun, why don't you do it, little bunny? Pull up Google, because we're going to do this together. Pull up Google and Google Truity Holland. Truity space HOLLAND. Okay. And we're going to take this test together, and it's going to tell us what job we would be good for. I think mine might actually be in a randomized order. Let's see. The top one for me is repair a dishwasher. Okay. Hopefully that's the same for you as well. If not, it's okay. So I would love for you to take this with me. And at the end, we're going to have a good idea of maybe what kind of career we take you down. And once we know what career, we'll get there when we get to the end. But basically, once we know where you want to go, then we're going back to Chat GPT and we're going to find out how to make that happen. I want you to use Chat GPT to make your dreams come true. Okay. Because it's much, go listen to that episode. Okay. What's it called? It's the one from last week. Little Bunny. How do I feel about repairing? I want you to guess. Okay, we're going to do a scale from 1 to 5. 5 is I love it. Or at least the 5 is that I really, really like it. 1 is that I hate it. So me, let's see. I don't think anyone likes to repair a dishwasher. But this is... Okay, let's read the instructions. To take the Holland Career Quiz, mark your interest in each activity shown. Do not worry about whether you have the skills or the training to do an activity or how much money you might make. Simply think about whether you would enjoy doing it or not. Okay, would I enjoy repairing a dishwasher? That is a 1 out of 5. 0 interest in that. Okay. Use precision machines to build custom metal parts. What do you think, Little Bunny? Is that 1 or where from 1 to 5 is that for me? What are precision machines? To build custom metal parts. I guess custom sounds kind of fun. I'm going to give that a 2. It doesn't really interest me too much. Analyze the structure of molecules. What do you think that is? That, for me, Little Bunny, is a 4. That is because I am very fond of science. The next one is do scientific experiments. 1 through 5, Little Bunny, what do you think it is? I gave it away. That one's a 5. Design a magazine cover. What do you think it is for me? And you should be doing this for you too. And don't do yours based on mine. So if I say I really want to do a scientific experiment, you can put a 1, Little Bunny. You and I don't have to be the same. And there's no judgments. I don't love you less if you're different than me. In fact, I love that the answers that you give on this test, I don't know if you realize this. Here's a little math thing for you. A little statistics thing. The chances are almost certain, like by far almost certain, that the answers you give on this test will be 100% unique. Nobody ever who has taken this test will have put the exact same answers as you. Probably not even actually as close as you think. Really, when you get down, when you finish with this test, you will be the only person ever from past or future to have ever given those exact same answers. So I celebrate you being different than me. So if I find at the end of this that there's floating around a Holland Truity test with exactly the same answers as me, Little Bunny, you are in trouble. Okay, design a magazine cover, that's a 5 for me. That sounds like a lot of fun. Paint a portrait, 1 through 5. What do you think, Little Bunny? This one might surprise you. I am torn between 1 or 2. I think 2, because I could put some kind of twist on it. Let me make sure I'm recording, please. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm a very, very creative person. many ways. But I just don't have that much interest in visuals. I say as I just gave a 5 on design a magazine cover. But that's more than just, if it was like paint a picture for a magazine cover, that would be boring. Designing a magazine cover sounds fun. But I don't know. I'm just not a visual person. I'm a good looking person. But I don't have an affinity for the eye. Eyes are very beautiful. I have an affinity for that. I have an affinity for eye contact. But that's more than just an aesthetic appreciation of the organ used to see. 1 second. Let me have some of this tea before I forget about it. Okay. Teach social skills to disabled children. Oh, this is interesting. So this brings up service to others. It's so interesting. I'm caught in this weird space where I'm definitely helping others a lot, but I'm really just being me into a microphone. I'm not sure it's quite as noble as it might seem. I'm going to give that a 2. I like the idea, but there's just, I don't know. I think it's not me focused enough, as awful as that sounds. I don't mean that in like a, I don't know. I'm sounding like a bad guy. But that's okay, right, little bunny? Okay. Teach adults to read. I guess it's the same kind of thing. I'll give that a 2. Yeah, I would much rather write something than teach. I would rather write something that other people like to read than teach someone to read something someone else has written, if that makes sense. So I'm all for helping people. It's just I want to do it through a route that speaks what's true to me. And I really hope that you do that too. It can be tempting to take this advice your teachers gave you in kindergarten, where the greatest thing to aspire to is to completely sacrifice yourself in service of others. And that's half right and halfway wrong. Because you should be, I don't want to say should, that's not really in my, in the spirit of me to tell you what you should do necessarily. Although with you, I think I get to tell you what you should do. But the sweet spot, the real joy in life, is to find what you enjoy and where that intersects with what is good for civilization. I like to think of it as civilization. You could think of it as other people. Pick whatever works for you. This is feeling like radio. Hold on, little bunny. Where's my little bunny? Where's my little bunny? Okay, whatever. Okay. Take a breath with me, little bunny. I love you very, very much. It's just you and it's just me. I can feel you, you know. I'm going to put my hand over my heart. You want to do the same? Send me your love right now. I'm pushing against my heart. I want to feel you, little bunny. I'm going to send it back to you. Are you ready? There you go. Did you feel that in your hand? Let's relax together. Relax your shoulders. I love you. Okay, let's get back to this test. Coordinate a business conference. Sounds like a lot of stress. Because you're just... Okay, by the way, that might sound like the best thing in the world for you. So don't let me kill this. All right? This is not, the whole point is that everyone's answers are going to be different. You, me, and the millions of other people who've taken this. So I'm going to give that a 2, maybe a 1. I think I'm going to give that a 1, actually. Plan a marketing strategy for a new company. Oh, I could give that a 4. That sounds fun. Track monthly expenses for a company. I'll give that a 2. It could be worse. Oh, it is not good, is it? We'll keep it as a 2. I haven't done any 3s yet. Okay, I guess I'm not very indecisive. That's why you love me. Let's have some tea. Okay, review financial records for accuracy. 1. All right, let's keep going. Install a hardwood floor. 1. Repair an air conditioning system. 1. Research the properties of nuclear energy. I'm not sure I would be very good at this. I don't think I would give it a... By the way, nuclear energy is a very, very good thing. Please support it. It's not scary and dangerous. It is. You know how I was talking about solving problems? Nuclear energy is a big, big, big solution to big, big problems. So, support nuclear energy. Not the same as nuclear bombs. It's a totally different thing. Okay, research the properties of nuclear energy. I think because that is such an important thing. Remember how I was saying it's the combination of what you like to do and what is good for civilization or good for other people. I don't know. You can pick your way of phrasing it. For me, I'm going to say it my way. To have a net positive impact on civilization is the exact phrasing that I use. By the way, I have my own self-prescribed purpose of life on my wall, framed, by the way. I'll do a whole episode on that. It's basically what I'm telling you right now. Okay, research the properties of nuclear energy. I'm going to give that a 5. Research a new medicine. Okay. I like physics a lot more than biology. So I might give this one a 3. My very first 3. That's because I like the idea of scientific and research. But biology just doesn't work for me. For boring reasons that aren't appropriate for a podcast. Not secret reasons, just it's going to bore you to death. Okay. Design a greeting card. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, maybe for the... Oh my God, little bunny. We should do greeting cards in the future Lindy store, in the garden store, the bunny store. I don't know what it's going to be called. Someone's going to have to design the marketing campaign for it. Yeah, but we could have bunny greeting cards. Wow. See, I want to diversify. You know, this can be a whole big thing that we do. Okay, design a greeting card. I'm going to give that a 4, and I hope you put that as a 5 because I want you to design some cards for me. Okay, illustrate a children's book. Oh, I would love to write a children's book. Illustrate. Oh, it sounds like so much fun, though. I'll do a 3. Help a disabled person with their daily routine. Oh, I just did something that's related to this that I wish I could tell you. But I can't reveal it because it would reveal something about my personal life. But I just did something wonderful that is in this category that I found really wonderful. However, it was not helping a person with their daily routine. It was something in a more creative capacity. So I am going to put this... a 2. Could be worse. Okay. Tutor a child with a learning disability. I do like teaching, as you can tell, little bunny. I could give that a 3. Negotiate business partnerships. Oh, God. 1. Not the business part. That's part of it. Sounds boring. Then negotiating. Oh, my God. Let me just say, I don't like negotiating. This is too much about me, but it's like, I know what I want. And so I'm just going to go for that. There's no negotiation necessary. And like, business isn't a bad thing, but like business partnerships is just like, oh, I'm already waiting to leave the office. Okay. Motivate employees to achieve success. Man, we're getting a lot of corporate buzzwords now. I wonder if that's kind of what I'm doing with you right now. You're not my employee, but I'm motivating you to achieve success. But when it's an employee, it's like, you're not doing anything for me, little bunny. The most you can do for me is to spend, I don't want to say how much it is. I guess because I always get self-conscious that it's going to have to raise at some point. Right now it's $3 a month for Patreon. Literally you don't have to ever give anything to me. And if you did give something to me, it would be $3 a month for Patreon. Which even then, I want you to get the better end of the deal. That's why there's a bunch of logged audios and the Discord access. Okay, and also there's hoodies and stuff, which I should sell more. Okay, motivate employees to achieve success. I was bragging so much about having not very many 3s. But it's not indecisiveness. It's that I'm pulled very strongly in 2 different directions because there's depth to these questions. So motivating to achieve success, like a 4. Motivate employees is like a 2. So I'm going to do a 3. Keep payroll records. 1. Use spreadsheets to organize financial data. Spreadsheets can be fun. Give that a 2. Okay, keep on going. We're going to number 3, page 3. Let me make sure I'm still recording. God, I hate that I have to keep doing this. Okay. Install an alarm system in a building. 1. Install kitchen. Oh my God, kitchen cabinets. 1. Look at cells through a microscope. That sounds cool. I don't like biology, but there's something incredible about seeing a cell under a microscope. I don't know if you've ever done it. I have. And you just see life. A completely different kind of life. Or rather, a kind of life that is so much more fundamental than us. It's so simple, but it's still so complicated. And we're just a bunch of those cells stacked up in a very precise manner. In the book club that I'm leading right now, there's a great section about entropy. This is about to get really boring. I'll try and spend 10 seconds on it. Entropy, which is the process of going further and further into disorder, which is the overall tendency of the universe, or of any quote-unquote closed system. And then, but then life is this bizarre counter to that. Because we started as cells, and with the cells combined, and I don't know my biology too well. But eventually, our bodies are just a bunch of cells. And how are we more orderly than the cell if entropy is supposed to take us further and further into disorder? So anyway, life is incredible. I love it. I'm in awe. And I want to push it forward. I want to see how far we can take life. Let's do something incredible. Okay. Work in a chemistry lab. I just talked about life. Chemistry is just one step below life. Chemistry is actually almost worse for me than biology and physics. Because it's halfway in between with the worst of both worlds. Because biology is unintuitive because you just have to memorize what actually exists. And then physics is very intuitive because the universe is incredibly consistent and is guided by a small handful of rules. And then chemistry is this kind of thing where it's not intuitive, but it's not alive and really cool. So give that a 2. Design magazine ads. I hate advertisements. God. I'm going to give that a 1. Write a script for a television show. 5. Oh my God. I just started writing Love and Literature again, which is my audiobook. I think that's going to be free. It was free on YouTube, and then YouTube started taking them down. So I said I would put them free on Patreon. I am inclined to put it for free. The problem is that it's like very 18 plus. And I mean, Patreon is 18 plus, but I don't know. Part of me wants to put it behind the paywall because that's I don't know. There's a level of protection there, which I find appealing. So I don't know. Eventually I want to make it a webtoon, so it'll be free for you then. Okay. Yeah, write a script for a television show. 5. Counsel a person recovering from drug addiction. I think probably 2. And it's important work. I think I'm not very qualified to talk about addiction, actually. I live a life quite free from addiction, except for caffeine. And I really like it that way. It's a really wonderful place to be. I strongly encourage you to live like that. Okay. Counsel a person with depression. That sounds wonderful, actually. I can talk quite, not authority, but I can talk quite, I don't know. Sounds wonderful. Counsel a person with depression. I'm going to give that 5, little bunny. Hire and fire employees. 2. I don't get joy out of firing people. I'm very much, I don't know. I neither command other people nor do I bow to anyone. Seriously, there is nobody who's above me in my life. On the same token, I have no desire to put others beneath me. Beneath me. Okay. Close an important business deal. That sounds fun. I don't know. Give it a 3. Check tax returns for errors. My God. Guess which one I put there. Okay. Calculate the cost of an insurance claim. 1. Build a stone wall. Well, that sounds kind of fun. I'll give that a 2. Operate a bulldozer. Oh my God. Haven't we all dreamt of being the person with the little sticks and the bulldozer, like smashing the pavement? That sounds like it'd be kind of fun, actually. I feel like it'd be fun to do once, and then it'd get really old. I feel like it would get really stressful. It'd be like you're trying to pick this thing up and it keeps falling. I'll give it a 3. Fun once, then stressful ever since. Okay, study a fault line to predict earthquakes. Oh, I skipped one. Analyze soil samples for pollution. I'll give it a 3. Study a fault line to predict earthquakes. See, this is science, but it's not like the core science. I'm going to give that a 2. Design a billboard advertisement. 1. Edit a movie. 4. Plan, maybe the 5, actually. No, it's too visual. Okay. Plan educational games for preschool children. Ooh. Oh, that would be so much fun. I'll give that a 5. Plan activities for elderly people. I will give that a 4. Lead a team. Oh, here's one to think of. Lead a team. I'll give that a 4. Start a new business. 5. Calculate the cost of a construction construction project. 1. Help customers fill out loan applications. 1. Take apart a car engine. 1. Inspect a roof for leaks. 1. Do a laboratory test to diagnose diseases. So you're just doing the tests. You're not actually designing anything. I'll give that a 2. Let's make sure I'm recording. Okay. I am realizing this might be really boring for you, little pony. I hope you're doing yours too. If you're not doing yours, this must be the most boring podcast episode. Otherwise, it's probably a ton of fun if you're right here with me. Okay, research heat-resistant materials for airplane engines. Materials don't excite me. 2. Compose a song. 5. You know I wrote the song for this podcast. Write a poem. Actually, that's not a 5. I don't like poetry that much, actually. I just like writing you poems. I'm going to put that actually as a... I'll put it as a 4. Okay. Help diabetic patients plan a proper diet. 2. Also, I'm not psyched about nutritional sciences because nobody can agree on anything, even in the levels of the literature, the academic literature. So that's it's not a fun science for me. Okay. Help a needy family find appropriate housing. Oh, man. I think, so this is an important issue. I think, so okay, here's an example. If you have an issue that you find important, there's many ways to tackle it. So you can tackle it in the way that brings you joy. So in this one, help a needy family find appropriate housing. My role in that problem would be to help create new housing in interesting ways. Because when you increase housing, then you have more appropriate housing for people, and everyone's housing can get better. So even if you build fancy stuff, actually, it's good because it provides more supply. Okay. Give that a 2. Give a speech in front of many people. This is why I only give it in front of you, little bunny. I only talk to you. Oh, man. I'm good at it. I'm an excellent public speaker, as you can probably guess. Do I enjoy it? Not really. I'll give it a 3. Doesn't bring me joy, but it's not scary. Persuade others to my point of view. Oh, this is so interesting. Oh, man. Let me think about this. I like expressing my own view very clearly and very convincingly, but I have no desire for others to convert into whatever I have to say. Yeah, I've even told you on the podcast, religion is a good example, that I don't see my role as telling you what religious beliefs to have, because I think that's a wonderful rite of passage you can go on. And I wouldn't want to take that away from you. So I'm going to put that as a 3. Because I tend to be very, very convincing. And I often naturally persuade people to see things my way. However, I don't get, the goal is not to bring people to my side. It just tends to happen. Collect tax payments. 1. Develop a budget for a city government. That's not bad, actually. That's interesting. Because you have to make judgment calls. And we have to mold the city into your vision. That sounds cool. You know my city. Man, to do the budget for this city. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I'll give that a 4. If it gets to be my city. Oh, that's it. Okay, we scored it. All right, little bunny. Here we go. Big breath with me. Ready? Okay. Oh, are they going to make me pay for it? Okay, we're good. Welcome to your career report. There's a lot of information here. Oh, no, this is a good chance. Let's do my voices that I practiced last time. Except I can't wake up Queen Little Bunny this time. Right now it's 2:23 a.m. So what do you want? Do you want boyfriend voice? Oh, there was a voice my boyfriend voice TikTok didn't go anywhere. There was another voice I was going to do, which was like an old wise man. Like this. I think I'll do this. So this is almost like the video game guy who does the tutorial for you. Welcome to your career path. No, that's so bad. Okay, I won't subject you to that. I'll just do it me voice, but audiobook me voice. Welcome to your career report. There's a lot of information here, so take your time and read through it at your own pace. Your report, not your report. These are the kind of things that I work on all the time. Your report is split up into different sections, each which address a different factor in your career search. You'll learn about your interests, your personality, and the jobs and work environments that suit you best. You'll get personalized advice. I feel like they made me pay for this. You'll get personalized advice. I don't know, little bunny. Did I just lead us down a bad path? Okay, you'll get personalized advice and suggestions for exploring your career options and planning a successful job search. You can read your report straight through, or you can skip to the sections that interest you most. So let's get started. All right, now let's see what you got. This section shows your top career interest areas. There are 6 total interest areas, each with its own set of typical work, tasks, roles, and values. Some of these interest areas will appeal to you, while others will be less attractive. Choosing a career which is a good match for you, which is a good match for your interest profile, ensures that you enjoy your daily work and get satisfaction out of your accomplishments. All right, what scores did you get, little bunny? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to tell you lowest to highest. So my lowest one is organizing. Speaking of which, my desk is so disorganized, little bunny. And I said about 5 times I was going to do something about it, and I never did. And you know what? I'm probably not going to do it tonight or tomorrow. Organizing, I got a score of 20. Building, I got a score of 22. This is out of 100. Okay, then there's a jump up to things that I would enjoy. Helping is at 68. That's my next highest one. Then above that is persuading, 82. Oops, I guess I am a persuader. Thinking is 93. And you know it is 100 out of 100, little bunny, is creating. Oh, I love that. I love it. Okay. Oh, and then it talks about the interest areas. So what are yours, little bunny? I'm curious to know. I hope yours don't turn out exactly like mine. I hope yours are totally different. I hope yours are way, way, way different. And now, do you regret trying to copy me too much as you were doing it? Yeah. I want you to be different from me, little bunny. It brings me joy. Because when everybody is different, we all get to come together and be the best. We're all the best version of ourselves and bring the best of ourselves forward. Blah, 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 blah. Things get really good and we have a great society. Okay, great. Okay. I'm going to skip down a little bit. Your primary interest areas are called your career type. Your career type describes kind of job. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay. I'm not going to read this. This has nothing to do with you. You want to know what my key personality traits are? I don't think this is for me. I think this is just for creating. Independent, intuitive, sensitive, imaginative, and spontaneous. I think those are pretty spot on. Oh, my core values. Oh, God. This is spot on. Individuality, creativity, originality, freedom, and flexibility. All right, and then my top job tasks are creating art, writing, interpreting, designing, and expressing ideas. Those don't hit quite as close to home. But man, those core values and key personality traits. The thing with key personality traits is that oftentimes you can hand people this is a really fun experiment. You can hand people like a psychic reading that describes them. It's like a personality analysis. And people reported being totally spot on. And then they learned that the tester gave everybody the exact same thing and they all thought it was spot on. So who wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm not independent or intuitive or sensitive or imaginative or spontaneous. But my core values, individuality, creativity, originality, freedom, flexibility. That's so spot on. Okay, careers to explore. Sorry for that sniffle. This is going to be so boring for you, little bunny. These career titles are just a starting point. Your individuality is key. Okay, let's bring this about you. So, I'm hoping you did this test, and if you didn't do this test, I want you to pause. I want you to come back, okay? I'm going to be super tacky, and I'm going to blow my nose. And I'm going to persuade you to listen to me blowing my nose. Because, little bunny, that is the nature of our dynamic. Is that I call the shots. Okay, so you're going to sit there powerless to do anything but listen to me blow my nose. Okay. I don't even know where to go from here. All I knew I wanted to do was to do this thing with you. Oh, and I think it took it away from me. I no longer have the ending screen. Oh, there we go. I got it back. That's less dramatic. The ending stream was stripped away. Okay, here's some career matches. Okay, so here's what you should go. At this point, you should be looking at your career matches. So the things I want you to do, we're going to go back to Chat GPT. Let's see if we can do it right now. It might be down at the moment. Let's see. Log in. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You've taken your test. Now, I think we should do your core values. You could look at these careers to explore they have here, but like looking at mine, they have average earnings there too. That's relevant, I guess. Political scientist, sociologist, architect, psychologist, urban and regional planner. Yeah, none of these are good for me. So let's skip your top career matches that they give you. That sounds like garbage. And plus, they're only going to give you very large jobs. They're not going to tell you something very specific that nobody even knows is a job. So that's what Chat GPT is going to be for. So we're going to copy and paste our core values. You're going to copy your core values, and we're going to go to Chat GPT. And I'm going to say, what is a good career for someone whose core values are, and then paste. So individuality, I'm just going to clean this up in case they care about formatting. Individuality, creativity, originality, freedom, and flexibility. So whatever your 5 core values are that the test gave you. Also, you can think of the areas. Those are good. So the building, thinking, creating, helping, persuading, organizing. You're going to also want to keep those numbers. So save those numbers, take a screenshot or something. Chat GPT might be able to help you work with something with that. Okay, what is a good career for someone whose core values are? And then you do your 5 ones. So from here it says, a good career for someone with those core values might include fields such as art and design, careers such as graphic design, illustration, fine arts, blah, blah, blah. Freelance work. Freelance areas such as writing, photography, or consulting offer the freedom of entrepreneurship, start your own business, and be in control of your work environment. Media and entertainment. Careers in film, television, music, or journalism offer opportunity. Technology. Roles in software development, user experience design, blah, blah. Okay. Little bunny. I want you to think of the garden, this crazy thing that it is. And I'm going to read out these 5 career guides, suggestions that Chat GPT gave me based on the test that we took because Chat GPT recommended it. Think of the garden, art and design, freelance work, entrepreneurship, media and entertainment, technology. Isn't that incredible? Wow. I really am doing the right thing. I already knew it. This is the best chapter of my life by far. I'm really glad you're here with me. And I want to help you get to a place just like where I am, where you're doing something with your life that really, really resonates with you, that makes you glad to be alive. We can get there. I will help you. You have to come with me. You have to just do what I say. So if you're sitting there wondering, wow, I wish I could be like Daddy and be doing something with my life that it just so resonates with what I am. Okay, do what I say. Truity Holland test. Go through it. Don't pick my answers. Pick your own answers. You will pick answers that are different than anybody else ever picked in the world. Then you'll get I think we'll just stick with the core values one. So you scroll down, it says your core values. It gives you 5 of them. Copy that. Go back to Chat GPT. If you don't know about that, listen to last week's episode. It's called, was it Boyfriend Voice or something? And then type in, what is a good career for someone whose core values are individuality. Oh, sorry, that's mine. And then you paste your 5 core values. Okay, and then you can go on from there to find out what you want to do. But that is for another night. I'm going to call it there, little bunny. I am not the slightest bit tired, but I really should get into bed. I'm taking you on a walk tomorrow. I took you on a walk last week, and I had to, so much was going against me. Technology got in the way again. Multiple ways, multiple times, trying to keep me from you, but I shall persevere. New YouTube walk is coming. I had to delete the last one because it was just garbage. Okay, I love you, I love you, I love you. I will be back for you in the morning to write you a poem. And until then, wish me good night. Night, night, little bunny. Good morning, little bunny. Oh, does my voice sound even better as I just woke up? These are my first words again of the day. Maybe I sound the same. That would be good news if I sound the same. Well, I wrote you a wonderful poem. I like it a lot. I guess I'll just read it to you and get on my way. I've got stuff to do today. Okay, you ready, bunny? Take a breath with me. Here is your poem for today. The daunting job search can be easy to fear, which is why bunnies use AI to help choose their career. Once the test has been taken, it won't say you're a singer. It'll say you're a builder or helper or thinker. Maybe not just a thinker, but a social persuader. Or maybe you're like Daddy. You're a maximal creator. I hope you can organize to help me where I lack, and someday organize the bunnies to keep the bunny business on track. But beneath all those skills are the values that are core. And that's the real way to help choose which life paths to explore. And with those values, you go back to AI and ask it where you should go and which things you should try. And these things you will not dream of. You'll put them into action and get your life security with plenty job satisfaction. All right, little bunny, have a wonderful, wonderful week. There's nothing else to say. I love you. I love you.